Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Powertime Practice here on Saturday, December 4th, 2021. We're almost into 2022. My name is Sucharita, for those of you who don't know me, wishing you all a very warm welcome. It is always fun to see what's happening with Dr. Pillai's teachings and how we can look ahead, maybe in the week ahead or a couple weeks ahead, even into the future, where we will start or we will kick off the new year 2022 with the grace and blessings of a very divine being, an archetype who has an image of a monkey. And then he also has the qualities and characteristics to do the impossible. So Lord Hanuman does the impossible. He roots out negativity. He helps to overcome challenges that we haven't been able to find a breakthrough in our own lives. So we talked about last week, we said that, hey, there's this really cool Hanuman coming into the earth plane this year. And as per Dr. Pillai, he's going to give us grace and blessings to come out of harms and hurdles. And these are 8 types of boons or 8 types of blessings. This Hanuman Anjaneya, the supremely powerful archetype that is going to help us to do things that are humanly impossible, as Dr. Pillai shares. That Hanuman is still very much alive, and each archetype comes alive at a certain period in time. And then during this time of celebrating Hanuman's birthday, Ashta Pillai Center have planned several offerings for Hanuman, and this will help us to get into communication with this divine being. So he's the doer of the impossible, and then this grand invocation of the 8 types of boon bestowing Hanuman is going to be something that you could check out on Ashta Pillai Center and see if that resonates with you. See if you'd like to have blessings to protect you from enemies and help you to overcome internal and external negativities. We're being bombarded by negativity all the time. As the studies show, we have at least 35 to 50 thoughts, if not more, a minute. So there's no time. There's only a few seconds where we're actually thought-free. So it makes sense that we would want to call on this divine being to help us just with that, to clear our mind, to clear our thoughts, to give us a break, to help our brain to rest. So these negative thoughts can come from our environment, they can come from our family, they can come from interacting with others, even our own thoughts about our own selves. We have this self-deprecating idea that life is suffering just because it's been said by so many of the philosophers and the divine beings who have come before us, that it has been an earth plane lifetime after lifetime trying to come out of suffering, not just on an individual soul level, but on a global level. All the time, we're trying to figure a way out of suffering. Instead of trying to figure it all out and coming back again and again, Hanuman says, hey, go inside, and I will help you to get rid of those internal enemies and also to get rid of the external enemies. So competitors, rivals, those people who are jealous, or maybe you might be jealous, and that boomeranging back to you. And it's a vicious cycle. So it can be, he's going to give us boons or fulfill our prayers to eliminate suffering and improve well-being. So health and well-being. If we don't have our health, we can't even get off the bed. So how will we do things? How will we interact with others from a painful state or an uncomfortable state, to say the least? So he also helps us to get rid of fear, and particularly the fear of death. So that's the end game, and it's part of life. We're born, that's a part of the beginning, and then we do stuff until we die. And so death is the end point. So it's inevitable that everyone is going to have to go through that. Some might get the light body, but then they would have to die off themselves of their old ways of being anyways and transmute that body, the physical body, into light. So we are essentially going through a mini death every day. When we go to sleep. How do we know we're going to wake up? So we die off to our conscious mind, our alert mind, our aware mind, our foggy mind, whatever we're doing in the daylight hours before we hit the pillow. So we die off. And it's not just metaphorically speaking. Our brain cells die off. Cells are dying off all the time, and we need to be regenerated. So he will help us to get rid of the fear of death, and at the end game, and also every day when we go off to do whatever it is that we need to do and protect us, so that we enjoy longevity. So those four, the top four that I just shared, the boons or the fulfillment of our wishes, our desires to come out of the harms and hurdles against enemies, diseases, debts, litigation, all that, financial debt, health debt is what we carry from lifetime to lifetime. So when we come to this, any lifetime, we have Lord Saturn, who is the planet, the planetary being, actually, not just a planet, a celestial ball in the sky. He is a being who's inside of us and all around us, and he delivers our karma. So it's what we do every day, what we think, what we say, how we take the steps in our life. And sometimes we're carrying a lot of karma, whether it's your family karma or your relationship karma or your work karma, your job, your business karma, your spiritual karma even. So it can be tough. We can have those dark nights of the soul and feel really gloomy. But then Hanuman says, hey, I'm the overlord of Saturn. So you can call on me. You can also call on Lord Saturn. And then we will say, okay, this person is on the spiritual path. They're doing charitable things. They are good citizens in their lives, and also being spiritual on the spiritual path. They're helping one another to remove or alleviate suffering. So those prayers or those desires that you want to be fulfilled are what Lord Hanuman can do. And of course, it's all with the grace and blessings of Dr. Pillai that we're here just finding out about it. So so his birthday is coming up. It's going to be live on January 1st. There are things that you can participate in, such as rituals, pujas, remedies, temple celebrations that are going on in India, as well as at Ashta and Pillai Center, which we wouldn't be able to do on our own. Even if we were there in India, we couldn't possibly do all of it, going to all those places that are sometimes hundreds, if not 1,000 miles away, and do it all at once on that birthday, the birth of Lord Hanuman inside of us. So he is the God who will give us this extraordinary wisdom. He's going to start kicking off the new year. So January 1st in Eastern Standard Time, and then January 2nd in IST time, India Standard Time. So you can read about that. And if you decide to participate, everyone will receive an email to let you know when all the services that are happening, so that you can tune in. And even if you don't tune in, you'll feel it. You will feel it working at the level of your subtle body, your energy body. Maybe your thoughts will clear up, or maybe you'll have these miracles in your life where you're just like, oh my God, that was impossible. So it's a great time to start off 2022, because we've been in COVID for this past year and a half, and it is getting really challenging all around the world. So many aspects of our lives are being impacted, and our families' lives, our friends, job, whatever it is that we're all being faced with. It's a flattened playing field. So it's an even playing field, and everyone is concerned perhaps of getting this new variation or this new strain of COVID. So please call on Lord Hanuman. And we're going to do that in a moment. As we do every Powertime practice, we're going to do a bit of a meditation, chanting, and then we're going to offer the 5 different elements that represent everything that makes us up. So every human being is made up of all these 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. Guess what? Earth, water, fire, and space is all around us as well. And then on subtler planes, where these divine beings are, is where we can commune. So we want to get into the essence of those elements. We have to offer something here to activate their presence, and then they will come. And if you have a statue or an image or a picture or even a light, You can just imagine this divine being coming in and then waking up impossibility, busting consciousness inside of you and give you the grace and blessings to stay on your spiritual path. Because as we know, money can come and go, relationships come and go, suffering of all kinds come and go, or it doesn't seem to ever want to go away. So this is a great time, kicking off the new year and having Lord Hanuman's grace and blessings all the way through the year is going to be another offering from Pillai Center Ashta, where you can honor Lord Saturn for a whole year. So there's going to be so many different rituals and remedies. Saturn is the king of the planets in 2022. So we're always wondering, who do we pray to? Am I doing this right? How can I get the support of whoever is closest to the earth plane and closest to me at this point in time? So just like when we do different things in our lives, these divine beings are saying, hey, this is my time to come in. So Saturn, the king of the planets, in 2022, you can invoke Hanuman as well in this year-long program to enhance the positive effects or the positive impact of Saturn. So once again, Hanuman gives us these boons or these blessings to protect us, and then also to help us to experience success or even victory, do the victory dance. So as Dr. Pillai shared, if Saturn is harming you in your life, and how does that happen, or what does that look like? Well, it can be ill health. It can be challenges, long time, chronic challenges with your health or your finances or relationships. And you can't seem to shake it, or you can't seem to find a way out. So this year, Dr. Pillai shares that Saturn, the planet of karma, the ruler of Capricorn, and Aquarius, the natural zodiac, this king of the planets is going to be in this current position, which is very strong. So he's going to be in his own sign. So it's like you being at your own house. You're very comfortable. You're very familiar. You know where everything is. You're not kind of scrambling in the dark in someone else's place. They're always having to ask where things are. So that's Saturn. He's very comfortable in Capricorn and also in Aquarius. And then he is going to be transiting these both signs 2022 and 2023. So it's going to be a long journey if you don't know what he's going to be up to. So when he moves through this transit, he's going to bring both peace and happiness. So that's how he makes us to come out of suffering. So when we turn to these divine beings and we say, hey, we've been suffering for so long, and even before COVID, from day one, maybe some people, usually people who are on the spiritual path, they're trying to find a way out of their challenges, that they haven't been able to have breakthroughs. And they feel so indebted and so almost cursed. And that's one thing that Lord Hanuman does. He removes curses. So if you feel like, geez, I feel like I'm cursed, he also will help you to resolve your ancestor issues. So you might want to take a look at that as well, the year-long ancestral program that's been going on for the past little while. And I've been so happy that I hear from so many people, and including myself, I experience it. The ancestors are giving the blessings when we participate in these year-long programs. So Lord Hanuman will say, hey, here's the way to get the impossible done for you. You need the blessings of the ancestors. So he's going to keep pinging us to do that, to get it done, so that you can reap the benefits of all your spiritual pursuits, all the blood, sweat, and tears that you've been doing in your personal life and in your relationship life, your work life. That's karma. So we always want to try to run away from the karma, but wherever we go, there it is again. So that's what Lord Saturn and also Hanuman are going to help, and then to help us to come out of the dangerous catastrophes that have wreaked havoc on the world and could potentially be brought under control or reconciled. So even if it's not a natural calamity, or even if it's something that you are in your life that you see, oh my God, I'm so deep in debt. financial debt, or the relationships are so much bickering and fighting. I just can't take it anymore. So much poison. I don't even have that energy to see a bright side of anything. The light is like a pinhole. So yeah, the light is there, but I'd like to see it a big light and lots of joy and happiness. So that can be your thing, your desire, your prayer, your manifestation to get this under control or get it reconciled, at least, where you might say, okay, there's not too much I can do about it. However, I want to be able to navigate life. So in the world, there could be warlike situations that may emerge, and some leaders may exploit the masses. So this is something where only the divine can intervene. And it's across the board, across the traditions, across the cultures, across the teachings of spiritual masters who are here on the earth plane, or who are pinging people and saying, come on, you got to pray, because this is really, we're at a really strange time. It's really challenging. We don't know what's going to happen. And it's a global phenomenon. And it's never happened ever before. So we need to have a breakthrough. And so the breakthrough can happen when we align with these divine beings. So according to the scriptures, Hanuman is this mighty god who can counteract Saturn's malefic effects. So those warlike things are natural calamities. That's the karma that gets delivered to the world. Can't really do too much about it. But then we are already facing our own karmic challenges as well on an individual level, or maybe a family or community level. And that can make or break our day after day after day. So we want to bring joy. We want to bring the positive effects of the karma that is being delivered from previous lifetimes, perhaps, that is being blocked right now. So it's believed that worshiping Hanuman throughout this year, 2022, will help to pacify Saturn for your best year ever and obtain his wonderful life-transforming blessings. So to invoke the boon bestowing and protective energies of Hanuman, as we mentioned last week, and we'll share it again, there's a year-long Hanuman program with ongoing Vedic rituals to deeply connect with him and gain his favor, and also the favor of Lord Saturn. So some people are going through Sade Sate, which is 7.5 years of Saturn. If you want to find out more about that, you can go on to Ashravet and read about it, or Google it. And it will let you know that there's no escape. Not even Lord Shiva can escape Lord Saturn's wrath over 7.5 years. And those people who have had that experience, including myself a couple of times, since I've been studying with Dr. Pillai in this lifetime, I really understand how important it is to get the blessings of Lord Saturn. Once again, he is the one who impacts our karma, how we think, how we act, what's coming ahead. It can take us out. Accidents can be one of the negative impacts of Lord Saturn, to kind of wake us up and say, okay, are you paying attention? Health, long, chronic, drawn out health, or maybe even something acute that happens, maybe COVID. So many people have been, that I've heard of just recently, and, they didn't get the vaccines, and then they said, okay, I'm going to be protected, and then all of a sudden they got COVID. And I'm not anti-vax or vax positive. It's just, we don't know what our karma is going to be. It doesn't matter what we do. Even people who have had the double vax, they end up with COVID. So it's just a really strange time that we're living in, and there's no relief. So we need to call on these divine beings, Lord Saturn, to eliminate, or to help to eliminate this suffering time that we're in, mitigate the adverse planetary effects, and then help us to gain high self-esteem. And we're going to go through a meditation where you can experience this heightened state of awareness where you feel like, oh, I had a breakthrough, and that there's some energetic release of that which I'm tethered to, as far as challenging karmas, delays, obstacles, challenges on so many different levels that I already spoke about. So what else can we get? We can have mental, physical, spiritual strength to face challenges and come out victorious. And why would we want to? As I mentioned, most people like to run away from their karma. And the thing is that We came to this earth plane lifetime after lifetime, and again in this lifetime, to figure it out, to do it better, to pay our dues or pay our karmic debt. So, as Dr. Playa shared, you don't have to suffer. You don't have to go down a rabbit hole and get lost in all those different tunnels. And you don't know which way is out, and you're confused, and you don't have the clarity, or you can't even think about high self-esteem. Can't even think about what it would be like to have a blissful life where miracles are happening every moment. Some of us have that, but it comes and goes. So we want to have that all the time. So there's tremendous amount of blessings to help to gain unlimited power, protect you, give you perseverance, persistence, compassion, grace, intelligence to accomplish your goals and fulfill your wishes. So therefore, you've done your karma that you came here to do, and you've done it with grace and ease versus being stuck and held back, and it's long and drawn out and painful, and also mentally exhausting, and you don't have great experiences. So this is what we wanted to share with everyone here. We also wanted to mention, in case some of you jump off after the meditation, Dr. Pillai is doing a live webinar tomorrow, and our fabulous friends on chat support will pop up all these links that I've been sharing about these different services, the things that you can go ahead and read, and then maybe you'll be guided to participate in some level. And that will be, God only knows what you can do. So if you really want to have a year of miracle consciousness, experience high self-esteem, and experience it every day, you might consider jumping into that year-long program, if not Hanuman's birthday. And so Dr. Pillai is going to be giving January 1st, he's Eastern Standard Time, he's going to be giving a live webinar along with four other Pillai Center teachers, Mohini and also Jyotimaya, Gina Gregory or Lakshmi, and then also Gita or Beth. So those teachers are going to be giving a 30-minute session, and then Dr. Pillai will be giving a 2-hour session, and it's going to be action-packed. So you can read about that as well, but you can come tomorrow and find out how Dr. Pillai wants everybody to look to 2022 as being the life to live differently than you ever have before, because this is the time. We need the divine to intervene. So these divine beings here on the earth plane, like Dr. Pillai, who is a guru of truth, he just wants you to see the truth inside of yourself. And then once we see the truth, then that sets us free. And we're free to do what it is that we wanted to do without confusion, without feeling like you have no way out of your harms and hurdles. Those won't be there. So this is the grace, the blessings of your soul saying, hey, I got to find a way out. So how do I do that? So come and take a look at that webinar tomorrow. And I think it has been posted on the chat here. If not, it will be soon. And then you can watch it also as a recorded webinar on Pillai Center YouTube. And also it will be on the Pillai Center viewing page, and then also on Facebook. So there are different ways that you can participate. So that is what I wanted to share for this call today, this session. And then now what we want to do is get into a state of receptivity where we can connect with this archetype and go deeper into this consciousness of doing the impossible. So all those blessings, all those boons, all those fulfilling desires that you want to be fulfilled will be fulfilled if you feel that experience inside of you, and then that will start to activate the correct thoughts. So how do we change our karma? We change our thoughts. And how do we change our thoughts? Well, we bring in a divine being. We bring in this being of light and joy and courage and strength and empowerment. So we want to feel what that feels like. We want to experience some shift. So you might even have like this clunking of this energy where you go, whoa, where did I just go? So some people have experienced out-of-body experiences. Some people have experienced a tremendous amount of energy coming in. Some people have passed out. And so whatever happens will happen, and allow as Dr. Pillai says, allow whatever to happen, happen. And then you will know, okay, I have woken up this consciousness inside of me. It's not somewhere out thousands and thousands of light years away that we're just reading about, or someone has told us about it, or someone in a temple is propitiating it. This Lord Hanuman is the divine being, or the Holy Spirit. In fact, he will help you with your prana, your life force, energy, your soul's consciousness. So without too much more time being lost on blah, blah, let's get into this state of receptivity. I will move off to the side, and so you can focus on the altar, and I'll turn down the lights so you have a more temple-like experience where you can just feel like, okay, things are settling down. You can turn off your phone if you don't want to be distracted, and close the door just for the next little bit. And then we'll come out of our meditation and we'll do the elementalization, or the puja offering of the 5 different elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space, that we will have woken up inside of us in the meditation. All right, so let's get into a state of receptivity where you can be, once again, thinking about what you want to ask the divine to help out with. So it could be something, anything to do with pain of the body, the mind, the soul, the finances, your spiritual pain that you're going through, that existential angst, like what the heck are we doing if all this COVID is happening, and when are we going to find a way out? So once you've closed your eyes and you've settled in, then you can just be thinking about that prayer that you'd like to be answered. There's no use doing these spiritual practices if you don't think about, set your intention. And it can be changing from time to time that you do any spiritual practice. So once again, Lord Hanuman is going to help us to deal with the death of those thoughts. Just let them go, and let the karma go. So your eyes are closed and you're going inside, and you can imagine a reddish orangish light pouring down your legs into your feet and into your toes. And this reddish orangish light is the light of Ganesha, the archetype who removes stubborn obstacles in the life and also inside of our subtle body, so that we can experience the Kundalini energy moving up the spine. So imagine this reddish orangish light pouring down your legs, pouring through the bottom of your feet, the soles of your feet, going right into the earth, instantaneously connecting with the core of the earth. And then whatever is no longer serving you can be sucked into that molten lava in the earth's center. And then receive the energy, the blessings of Mother Earth coming back up through the bottoms of the feet, up the legs. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Now imagine a ray of light shooting up your backbone in your subtle body, piercing all the chakras, the psycho-spiritual energy centers or wheels. And imagine those chakras spinning out anything that is no longer serving you and taking in all this divine energy, intelligence, grace, blessings, bliss. We'll activate each chakra starting at the base of the spine. Move up to the heart center, middle of the chest. Move up to the throat, clear the throat. Move up to the third eye. Float back down to the base of the spine. Connect with the earth element. Na, 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 na. Move up into the navel chakra, the belly. Fill it with water. Ma, 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 Move up to the heart center, middle of the chest, also down the arms and hands. Set them on fire. She, 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 she. Move up to the throat, the mouth, the nostrils. Connect with the air element. Va, 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 va. Now move up to the two eyes. Keep the eyeballs steady, still. Focus on the right and left brain. Connect with the ether or the Akash. Ya, 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 ya. Now, imagine Dr. Pillai appearing before you in a form you're familiar with, or a vast light, where these beams or rays of light enter every cell of your body, head to toe. You're receiving light all around you. Embrace it. Be receptive. Just allow it to penetrate, empowering you to release your stubborn karmas. Bring the light, the grace, the blessings, the ease. Om Aim Hreem Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Satguru Shreem Brzi Swaha. These sounds will wake up super intelligence, grace and blessings, empowerment, the ability to attract whatever it is that you want to attract in life, to reveal the truth of who you truly are, which is divine, God, Goddess. Om Aim Hreem Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Satguru Shreem Brzi Swaha. Experience abundance, joy, happiness, blessings of all kinds, heaven on earth. Absorb that intelligence into every cell. Om Aim Hreem Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Satguru Shreem Brzi Swaha. Keep absorbing these emanations coming from the vast light or the form of Dr. Pillai that you are imagining, connecting with, inside, outside, all around. Now, move into the spot between your two eyebrows and go deeper, as if you're being sucked in by an energy into the middle of your brain. And then focus on a light moving from your heart center up to that point. A ray of light shooting from your heart up to the midbrain, third eye, and then going up into the top of your brain, the crown chakra. And imagine your eyes in your subtle body looking up into the top of your brain. From your heart to the third eye to the brain. Your eyes are moving up. We'll call on Lord Hanuman, with the sound H-R-E-E-M, Hreem. 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 Feel it. Feel the pulse of this light radiating out in your whole entire brain. Hreem. 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 Feel it. You can say the sound out loud if that's okay to do, or you can continue on receiving it. Hreem. 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 Feel the pulse of the light moving up from the heart center, third eye, top of the brain, all around the brain. Hreem. 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 Feel it. Hreem. 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 Feel it. Hreem. 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 Feel. Now, we'll invoke Lord Hanuman's grace and blessings to empower our body from head to toe. Feel the strength, the courage, the ability to do the impossible. Awaken inside of you. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Jaya Jaya Hanumantaya Namaha. 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 Feel, experience, be present to Lord Hanuman, who gets his power from Rama, an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. So we'll say the sounds Rama, the name, and feel that empowering Lord Hanuman energy inside of you. Ram, 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 Ram. Merge with the energy, the blessings, the light. Now we'll call on Lord Saturn to deliver our karmas that are going to give us the most incredible life, and to diffuse or drop off karmas that are harsh and we've been struggling for so long. So he's a beautiful, dark blue being, almost black. And think of him as a blackboard where you can rewrite your destiny by changing your thoughts and actions and words. Om Shanitaraya Namaha. 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 Om Shanicharaya Namaha. Om Shanicharaya Namaha. Om Shanicharaya Namaha. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment, peace to the world. And when you're ready, you can slowly, slowly let go. And then you can open your eyes and just be gazing towards the altar here, where we'll conclude today's session with an elementalization or an energization of the 5 elements inside of you, merging with the 5 elements in the beings that we're going to call upon. So we'll start with Ganesha, then we'll move to Dr. Pillai, and then we will honor Lord Saturn and Lord Hanuman. So we're going to offer the earth, something that represents the earth element, which is this lovely mango. And you can imagine your root chakra being activated and merging with these divine beings. So feel that energy or imagine it. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Shanicharaya Namaha. Om Shanicharaya Namaha. Om Shanicharaya Namaha. Jaya Jaya Hanumantaya Namaha. Jaya Jaya Hanumantaya Namaha. Jaya Jaya Hanumantaya Namaha. Then we'll offer the water, representing the water element, and also the navel center. Imagine water cleansing that chakra. So you can create and energize. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Shanicharaya Namaha. Om Shanichiraya Namaha. Om Shanichiraya Namaha. Jaya Jaya Hanumantaya Namaha. Jaya Jaya Hanumantaya Namaha. Jaya Jaya Hanumantaya Namaha. Move up to the heart center, middle of the chest, also down the arms and hands, and purify them with water, with fire. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Now we're going to offer this black sesame seeds and the sesame oil, which is a lovely lamp to offer to Lord Saturn, especially on Saturdays, like it is here in Eastern Standard Time or during Saturn Horus. Om Shanichiraya Namaha. Om Shanichiraya Namaha. Om Shanichiraya Namaha. Jaya Jaya Hanumantaya Namaha. Jaya Jaya Hanumantaya Namaha. Jaya Jaya Hanumantaya Namaha. Now we'll move up to the throat, the mouth, the nostrils, the air passages, where we take in air and also prana, the subtle air. And that's represented by lighting the incense, offering it, and cleansing that chakra in the throat. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Ram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Shanichiraya Namaha. Om Shanichiraya Namaha. Om Shanichiraya Namaha. Jaya Jaya Hanumantaya Namaha. Jaya Jaya Hanumantaya Namaha. Jaya Jaya Hanumantaya Namaha. And move up into the middle of your brain, also the two eyes and the full brain. We'll offer the flowers that represent the Akash or space, like a divine text message, goes directly to the heavens. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Shanitaraya Namaha. Om Shanitaraya Namaha. Om Shanitaraya Namaha. Jaya Jaya Hanumandaya 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 Namaha. Make your prayer. Once again, commune with the image, the essence of all these different items that we offer that will unlock, like a username and password, to divine Wi-Fi connection with you and Lord Hanuman, Lord Saturn, or Ganesha, Dr. Pillai. Pray for whatever it is that you would like to see in the world. Peace, prosperity, enlightenment, relief of COVID for all. Coming back to whatever the new normal is going to be, with the grace and the ease and the blessings of the divine. Make your prayer for those who need it the most. Food, clothing, shelter, medicine, education. People to love them. And just as we experience love in our lives, the love of the divine, call on the divine to remove any kind of suffering. And then pray for whatever it is that you want to manifest in your own life. And we will wrap up this session with the offering of the light. Sarvamangalamangale Shive Sarvatasadike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute Jai Jai Hanuman Can reach out and take the light. You can bring your hands towards the screen and then just pull the light towards you. Take the blessings. Receive the grace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And slowly, slowly come back to yourselves. And that's it for our Powertime practice today. So thanks for joining, everyone. Those of you who need to go, please come and join Dr. Pillai live tomorrow, which is Sunday, December 5th in Eastern Standard Time. And I'm not sure, it looks like our support at Pillai Center practice. Are you here? Yes, you are here. Great. So that is going to be, if you scroll up this chat, you'll see all the links that Rudra has posted onto the chat. So the one I'm sharing is a free event that you can get the blessings from Dr. Pillai to find out how to prepare yourself for 2022. And that's going to be again this Sunday, December 5th at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. UTC time, and the link is there. You can join the viewing page or Pillai Center YouTube or the Facebook. So we'll see you there. And then also above those, that link is the link to join the Hanuman's birthday. And then also the link to join the New Year's event is also available right there. And Rudra has posted it as well. So thanks everyone for joining. Those of you who need to go, I'm just going to check out the chat and see what people have been sharing. Melba has said, oh my goodness, thank you. Sucharita, Ganesha, Dr. Pillai, Lord Saturn, and Hanuman. So when we're sharing these experiences like Melba has, it's that, that reminder, there's something greater, there's something more energizing to turn to instead of our thoughts and what's going on around the world or all our interactions. And we get caught up in that mosh pit of energy, if you will. And it can feel like it's invigorating and exhilarating, but then we're just so spaced out and we get confused or we don't know which way to turn. And so we look outside of ourselves to find out, hey, what are you doing? You know, what do you think about it? And it's all in the head. And so, or how to find a way out. So coming to these teachings with Dr. Pillai, you can experience this communion with these divine beings, and they will help to bring in super intelligence and bring in high self-esteem. So Ivan is saying here, thank you so much. When the light came up, I jumped out of bed and touched my TV screen. Okay, that's great. People are from all around the world saying hello. Great. So it looks like we could probably wrap it up. Again, thank you so much. Thanks to Rudra and also Yajna, who have been helping out with Powertime practice forever, it seems. At least 10 years in this lifetime. And then thanks to the whole Pillai Center team as well. And I think I owe you an apology on behalf of Pillai Center. We had sent out the morning time. So please make sure that you come at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays. So it's in the night, in the evening. So that got a little mixed up, and we'll correct that. And then we will see you next Saturday, where we'll dive deeper into Lord Hanuman's grace and blessings. So hopefully this was helpful and will inspire you to learn more about this divine being who the whole year 2022 is going to be all about. Lord Saturn, Lord Hanuman's grace and blessings to deliver us from all the suffering, to come out of the harms and hurdles as we're going through our karmas, as we're having our experiences, because we can't do anyone else's karma. We can only do our own. So to do it with grace and ease and truly ease, because he does deliver the impossible. So we're going to get to know him more and more and more. And then if you want to participate in any of the services or anything that we've shared about, go take a look at it, read about it, and maybe Lord Hanuman will invite you to do that, not only for yourself, but for the whole world. So with that, we'll close, unless there is something I missed. I'm just going to take a last look here. Blessings to all. Thank you. Yes. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. So God bless you all. We will see you when we see you next. Namaste.